Hello, hello everyone, welcome back. It is the continuation of the last video. So in the last video, we have covered the background of Emile Durkheim, okay, his study of social facts and his study of suicide, okay. In this video, we will be covering division of labor and religion, okay. So let us start with the division of labor. So division of labor, it is his first sociological work of Durkheim, which he has written in his PhD thesis and published it in 1893. Okay, so unlike other studies of Durkheim, like suicide and religion, they were based on empirical data and observation. Okay, but this one, the division of labor, it is speculative in nature. Okay, so speculative means that is it is based on a commonsensical approach. Basically, it was a response to the rise of individualistic society. ठीक है? So Durkheim बोलता है that rate of division of labor, it is a social phenomena, right? And so its cause must be social. Okay. So division of labor is splitting of activities in a number of parts or smaller processes undertaken by different persons and groups. Okay. So what it implies basically specialization within the particular activity or occupation. So if I have to tell you the division of labor in two words, it is occupational differentiation. Okay. So as per Durkheim, it is a social fact. Okay, and it is a product of autonomous development of society, and is sui generis in nature. He developed causal functional explanation of this, okay, in order to prove that it is a social fact. Okay, so he argued that society changes, and with the change, old societies give way to new division of labor. Okay, so according to him, what causes division of labor? Volume. So size of population, material density is number of individuals on a given surface, moral density, intensity of communication between individuals. As these three increases, okay, the division of labor increases, or the new form of division of labor comes into the play. Okay. For example, in ancient India, we have that not ancient, medieval Jajmani system, ancient and medieval both. Okay. Then we have Kamins, then we have people below them, then material moral density increased, conflict and competition increased, survival for the struggle started, which led to the social differentiation. Then what was the solution to these problems? Specialization or division of labor. Okay, basically these judgeman used to interact with four kamins, and these kamin used to interact with people below them. They have direct interaction and they have very low interaction. Okay, so basically his study is like, let's go in a bit depth. Okay, through his study of society, Durkheim demonstrates how the process of occupational specialization or division of labor, it, it helps to integrate society where heterogeneity, differentiation, and complexity are to be found. Okay, Durkheim studies division of labor. He studied division of labor in terms of function of division of labor, cause of underlying division of labor, and deviations from the normal type of division of labor. That is abnormal division, abnormal forms. Okay, yeah, abnormal division of labor. He said society changes, and with it, the old society. it gives us new division of labor. Okay, so according to him, it was a scientific approach. He first studied existing studies on the topic. Okay, he first studies already existing studies. We will see them in a very brief manner, and you don't have to remember it. But we will just I will tell you about those studies, so you'll have the better understanding of the topic. So then uh, he studied the existing studies, then he proved and disproved them. Okay, then he built his own hypothesis. Okay, then he worked towards confirming and negating it. Okay, then he followed a scientific method. Okay, so first of all, he studied the work of political scientists. Okay, which includes Hobbes, Locke, Rousseau. Okay, so what they had established, they said that through through contract, different institutions are established. Okay, or these contracts give birth to various products like law, constitution, etc. Okay, so to them, division of labor was a political fact embedded in contracts conforming to rules of institutions. Okay, but Durkheim uh, argued that people respect to contracts respecting to society. Okay, again, it's Durkheim. So Durkheim will say that society comes first, where division of labor is normal, society is happy. Normal is context specific, okay, normative and driven by collective consciousness. तो ये कहते हैं division of labor is not a political fact, it's a social fact. Okay, then again he countered economists. Why? Economist economists said believed that the needs gave rise to new technologies. उधर से न्यू एजुकेशन, न्यू जॉब मार्केट, न्यू वोकेशंस, ठीक है. सो बेस्ड ऑन द यूटिलिटेरियन नीड्स डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर आया. बट डरकाइम ने तो यूटिलिटेरियन थ्योरी को रिजेक्ट कर दिया. ठीक है, एंड प्रपोज्ड सिलेक्शन ऑफ अ चॉइस ऑफ वर्क इज अ सोशल चॉइस. Through occupation, people stay connected with society, and again he glorified it as a social fact. Okay. Then he countered psychologist. ठीक है. Airy Swift. Okay. His psychological theory suggested that people go for a job depending on the psychic satisfaction they draw from it. It made to stay because of compulsion. Okay. So it leads to alienation and crisis. Durkheim again countered it by arguing that construction of self is a social construct, not a psychic construct. Because again he said society is really, really important. He countered demographers also. ठीक है. So demographers said that social they said social change होगा, population increase होगा, ठीक है. So just like economists stressed upon this specialization as the cause of division of labor, similarly demographers also did that. Then Durkheim differentiated between the material density, that is the size of population, and the dynamic density. Dynamic density is interrelationship between the people. So जो ये डायनामिक डेंसिटी था, इसको फिर बोलता है वो सोशल फैक्ट है. Okay, now let us see the division of labor across different societies. Okay, so Durkheim applied comparative method here. Okay, and it is one of the hallmark of Durkheim studies also. He says that the comparative method is not a method, but it's sociology itself. Okay, so he compared different societies: polysegmental society, simple polysegmental simple compound, and polysegmental compound society. Basically, this is from simple to complex. Okay, so in simple polysegmental society, there is very low material density. People have identical consigns collective, rudimentary form of division of labor, very simple hierarchy, and punishment is repressive. So there is a mechanical solidarity. Okay. So so with the time, population again increased in polysegmental simple compound society. So population explosion happened, migration occurred, new conscience collective developed among the people. Okay, settled agrarian societies came in the picture, relationship based on kinship. So, but solidarity is again here mechanical. Okay, in polysegmental compound society, the we see the contractual relationships came in picture. Okay, and there is more anonymity and new conscience collective developed which respects differences and the pluralism. Okay, so there is organic solidarity. Okay, so punishment is not a deterrent but is given to restore the faith. Okay, suppose you know you jumped the signal, so you'll pay the challan. Okay, so to restore the faith. Okay. So now let us see these mechanical and organic solidarity. What are these solidarities? Okay, so Durkheim identified two forms of solidarities: mechanical and organic. And uh, societies with simple these mechanical and organic solidarity refers like sorry. So what is mechanical solidarity? I haven't defined it here in the PDF, I guess. So mechanical solidarity refers to the solidarity of resembleness. Mechanical solidarity. It refers to the solidarity of resembleness or likeness. Okay. Great deal of homogeneity and highly knitted society bonds which serve to make the individual member one members one with their society. Okay. So mechanical solidarity occurs in the simple society. And what about organic one? Organic solidarity. It is based on differences, complementarity of differences. Okay. Strength of the collective conscience lessens here. Okay. Individual conscience become more important and more distinct also. Okay. So based on the distinction, he compared these mechanical and organic solidarity. Okay. Structural basis, uh, like mechanical solidarity is based on the likeness. Okay. So it is predominant in less developed societies. It is based on differences and division of labor. So it is predominant in advanced societies. I'm talking about organic solidarity. In mechanical solidarity, segmental type, firstly based on the clan, then on to territory. Yes, segmental type. Organic solidarity is more organized. Firstly, fusion of markets, then development of cities. In mechanical solidarity, there is a less volume of interdependence, relatively weak social bonds. In organic solidarity, there is high volume of interdependence, relatively high, strong social bonds. In mechanical solidarity, there is a low volume of population. In organic, there is high volume of moral and material density. Now, types of norms. Okay, distinction on the basis of types of norms. In mechanical solidarity, rules with repressive sanctions. Okay, practice of penal law. Rules with restitutive sanctions. Practices of cooperative laws. Okay, characteristics of collective conscience. Okay, so in mechanical solidarity, it occurred in high volume, high intensity, highly determinant also, absolute collective. Okay, and in organic solidarity is totally reverse. It's low in volume, low intensity, low determinant, more chances of individual for self reflection. Okay, and their content, it is in mechanical solidarity, it is highly religious, closed for discussion, secular, human oriented. Okay, so in at, uh, mechanical solidarity, we attach supreme values to the society, and in organic, we attach supreme values to the individual. So, in mechanical solidarity, the content of collective conscience is concrete and specific. In this organic, it is abstract and general. Okay, so uh, differences of mechanical and organic solidarity on the basis of society. So it occur in generally simple society, it occur in complex. What about the mutual cooperation in mechanical solidarity? There is very high mutual cooperation. In organic, where there is a very low uh, mutual cooperation. Forces of attention, मैकेनिकल सॉलिडारिटी में थ्रू आउट सिमिलर है, ऑर्गेनिक में वो है डिफरेंशिएटेड है. इमोशनल अटैचमेंट जो है इसमें मैकेनिकल सॉलिडारिटी में बहुत ज्यादा हाई है, ठीक है, और ऑर्गेनिक में बहुत ज्यादा लो है. ओके. एंड आफ्टर मेंबरशिप जो अब मैकेनिकल में जो है वो बहुत कंक्रीट है, जैसे कोई क्लैन है उसका कोई स्पेसिफिक सिंबल है, और ऑर्गेनिक में एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है जैसे नेशनलिज्म. और रिएक्शन टुवर्ड्स आउटसाइडर मैकेनिकल सॉलिडारिटी यानी सिंपल सोसाइटीज, वहां पे वो आउटसाइडर्स को मिसट्रस्ट एंड हॉस्टिलिटी के साथ देखते हैं, ठीक है. इन ऑर्गेनिक दे इंक्वायर एंड गिव अकोमोडेशन. ओके. सो दिस इज अ graph, you can use it. Okay. So function. So what are the basic functions of division of labor? Integration of society, also individual autonomy to individual. Okay. We will cover anomy in Merton in very detailed manner. Now we will see the abnormal forms of division of labor also. Okay. So there are three forms of forms of division of labor. One is anomic, other one is inadequate organization or poorly coordinated division of labor, and a third one is forced division of labor. Anomic division of labor में anomy आएगा, यानी कि normlessness आ गया, जिसको हम कहते हैं breakdown of normative degeneration. ठीक है. Unchecked division of labor है. Rapid expansion of industrial activities हो रहा है. Social contracts are becoming weak. Division of labor generates unhealthy competition and becomes dysfunctional. Okay. So generally it happens during a transition phase. Suppose shift from a mechanical to organic solidarity. So it is around the time of 19th century. Okay. Now inadequate organization or poorly coordinated division of labor. It creates imbalances and generates conflict. Okay. Purpose of division of labor is destroyed. Workers are often engaged in doing meaningless tasks. No unity of action. Solidarity breaks down and it results in the disorder. Okay. Forced division of labor. Distribution of tasks is not in the correspondence with the distribution of talent and will. It is based on the inequality of opportunity. It fails to produce long-lasting solidarity. Tensions, rivalries, antagonisms are the result of this. Okay. So basically, this theory was again criticized. Okay. That it is a top-down theory. It put interest of individuals secondary to the will of society. Okay, it also underplays economic factors which have assumed great importance in today's globalized works. Economists decide the pattern of division of labor in the society, not the integrative needs of the society. Okay. Now there is a brief difference, division of labor between the Durkheim and the Marxist approach. Okay. So Durkheim is so basic approach क्या है? Durkheim is a functional theorist. Marx is the conflictist one. So what are the causes of the division of labor according to the Durkheim? So they both believed, they make a very clear distinction between the division of labor in simple societies and complex industrial societies, and they both acknowledged that the division of labor is inevitable. Like you can't avoid it. It will surely happen. So what is the point of contention or difference between them? Durkheim explained that the division of labor in industrial society, it is a consequence of increased material moral density. We have seen it. Okay. Specialization makes it possible for harmonious existence. Okay, we have seen it, right? This is functions of the division of labor, integration of society. Okay. But as per Marx, he does not see it as the means of cooperation and coexistence. He view it as the process of forced upon workers in order to let the capitalist extract profit. Right? Now the nature of division of labor. Durkheim sees division of labor as the functional and it lead to cooperation. Marx see it as unequal relationship which legitimizes the relationship between the haves and the have-nots. Consequence of division of labor, Durkheim, according to Durkheim, it led to the integration, and as per Marx, it led to the dehumanization of workers and alienation in the industrial society. Okay, so Durkheim gave solution to the problems related to division of labor. He said economy is abnormal and according to Durkheim can be handled by making workers conscious of their roles in the society, by making them feel organically linked and involved with the life of society. Okay, we have seen it also. But Marx said capitalist itself is the problem. Capitalism itself is the problem, and the problem of alienation can be ended through revolution, as he is the conflictist theorist, so he will talk like that only. Now we will come to the religion. Okay, so let us see the religion part. Okay, religion and the society. So before I guess diving directly to the Durkheim, let us see some few more perspectives. Okay, which came before Durkheim, that is Tyler and Max Muller. Okay, let me just. Okay, so we will start with Tyler. Okay, so this Tyler approach and Max Muller approach will help you in the religion and society part also. I guess it's the part of our syllabus also. So, according to Tyler, animism is the earliest form of religion. Okay, because it consists of two qualities of primitive human beings. One is the intellectual capacity, and the second one is the duality of mind. Okay. According to Tyler, religion developed in the response of the intellectual curiosity of primitive men. Okay, primitive men must have experienced certain situations, obviously, like death, dream, reflection in the water, and death. It is the great intellectual challenge, right? So, according to Tyler, that there must, like these primitive people, they must have been some, uh, they must have seen some unseen things. Okay, which must have escaped and make him dead, according to them, that there is something inside him which we can't see, may have escaped and make him dead. So it was thus that the belief in such unseen thing or power which kept people alive when it wasn't them, okay, and made them dead when it has left their bodies. So ऐसी थिंग या इस पावर को उन्होंने क्या कहा, सोल या फिर स्पिरिट. ओके, so, according to Tyler, Tyler said कि जो soul या spirit है which leaves body temporarily, dying temporarily during the dreams and permanently after the death. ठीक है. और उसके बाद इसने एक एग्जाम्पल दिया था, दिस ऑफ अमेरिका. ये कोई ट्राइब है. They practice animistic religion in which spirits play negative roles in their life. So what they do, they perform ghost dance ceremony to appease them. Okay. So in hunting gathering societies, yeah, primitive societies, man faced enormous challenges. He came to believe that his happiness depends on the happiness of his dead relatives. अपने यहाँ पे concept होता है ना श्राद्ध का, right? If some of their ancestors don't rest in peace, their life will be miserable. They used to believe that. ठीक है, पितृ या श्राद्ध हम भी करते हैं ना, तो we are among like this is also associated with the similar beliefs in Hinduism also. Okay, then came the concept of animatism. ये था मेरिट का. Okay, so he Merit evolved a special form of animatist theory, uh, जिसको उसने कहा which he called Maniism. ठीक है. He said that the entire religious life of a primitive life of the primitive is born out of belief in their certain understandable, impersonal, non-material, unindividualized superpower, supernatural power, which takes abode in all the objects, animate and unanimate, that exist in the life, in the world. Okay, it may differ in intensity, the degree in which it is present in a person or an object, but its essence is always the same. ओके, उस बिलीफ को उसने एनिमेटिज्म या मेनिज्म कहा. ओके, तो उसने कहा कि कि जो ये रिलीजियस लाइफ है प्रिमिटिव की, उसमें वो दे बिलीव कि कुछ कुछ ऐसी चीज है जिसको आप समझ नहीं सकते हो, अनअंडरस्टैंडेबल है, इम्पर्सनल है, नॉन मटेरियल है, अनइंडिविजुअलाइज्ड है, इट इज सुपर नेचुरल. और वो हर ऑब्जेक्ट्स में है, एनिमेट में भी, इनएनिमेट में भी. और उसका इंटेंसिटी जो है वो अलग अलग ऑब्जेक्ट्स पे डिफर करता है. फिर आता है नेचरिज्म, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये है मैक्स मिलर का. ओके, इसका बुक था कंपैरेटिव मिथोलॉजी. ये इंडोलॉजिस्ट था जिसने संस्कृत और वेदास पढ़ने सीखे थे. He was impressed by Rig Veda and he observed natural forces were worshipped. He said religion originated out of fear of nature and got transfigured into supernatural natural. ठीक है. And he said naturism was the earliest and the simplest religion. Okay. अब ये हमने कुछ व्यूज देखे बहुत ब्रीफली. फिर डरकाइम कहता है, डरकाइम इनके ऊपर क्या व्यूज रखता है. वो कहता है एनिमिज्म जो है वो अर्लीस्ट रिलीजन नहीं हो सकता, बिकॉज एनिमिज्म मीन्स एंसेस्ट्रल वर्शिप, एंड एंसेस्ट्रल worship is followed in China and India. He also rejects the view that the religion is a worship of God, as many religions don't have gods, like Jainism or Buddhism. Durkheim said none of these definitions can't fit positivistic study of religion. Why? Because neither of them depict the source of religion. ठीक है, as something is real. So, and he also further said that the distinction between the nature and the versus supernatural, it is a European idea. It is not a universalized idea. Okay, because all the societies don't accept this nature and supernature, yeah, supernatural. So according to Durkheim, it is not scientific. Okay, now we will see the study of Durkheim. Okay, so it includes a system of belief. Okay, practices related to practices which help human beings shape their actions. Okay, beliefs and practices which help human beings shape their actions and orientation. Okay, the subject of religion has been of great intent to sociologists and anthropologists. Okay, the we also study Durkheim and the Weber, both perspective of religion. Okay, so we will see that Durkheim का book था इसका religion का elementary forms of religious life. ठीक है. Now elementary form. Why he is interested in this elementary form? Okay, because Durkheim believe if the simplest form of religion is understood, it will be use in understanding the complexities of the organized religions. Okay, so Durkheim considered religion as the reflection of men's relation with the society and nature. He said religion can't be reduced to a belief in God because there are religions without an apparent God also, like Jainism and Buddhism. So, according to Durkheim, all religion comprises two basic components. Okay, that is belief and rites. The belief is the collective representation, and rites are determined modes of action. Okay, which are influenced by beliefs. Okay. Now, rights are also of two types, positive and negative. Positive is bring individual and bring positives. Rights are those which bring individual and sacred together. Okay, earlier to perform, that is worshipping. Okay. Negative is help in maintaining the distance between the two. Okay, keep them separate. Fasting and sacrifices. Okay. And after this, we will see this concept of systematic view. Okay, now let us see his study of primitive societies. So, in primitive society, according to Durkheim, members of जो clan है, they feel that somehow they are related through a common symbol. Okay, then like plant, animal, object. This name helps them in many ways. Okay, so जो वो symbol है, okay, that symbol. So this let me write it here. Symbol. जो ये सिंबल है, कॉमन सिंबल है, जिससे क्लैन को अपना रिलेशन फील हो रहा है, क्लैन के जितने भी मेंबर्स हैं उनको, उसको उसने क्या कहा? टोटम. ओके, ठीक है. सो उसकी तरफ जो क्लैन के मेंबर्स का जो एटीट्यूड होता है, दैट इज ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट, दैट दे विल नॉट हार्म दैट प्लांट और एनिमल. इफ देयर इज अ ग्रेव इमरजेंसी, देयर विल बी दे विल फर्स्ट वर्शिप दिस टोटम and offer collective excuse before killing it. The symbol of the determined society, that is clan, it is the flag of the clan. It is the sign by which clan distinguish itself from the other clans. ठीक है, किसी का कुछ भी हो सकता है, किसी का टाइगर है, किसी का फिश है, किसी का बो एंड एरो है. ओके, सो इट इज at once the symbol of the supernatural and the society. Okay, god of the clan and the totemic principle, that is the clan itself, they attach themselves to this symbol. So this clan got personified and represented to the imagination under the visible form of animal or plant which serve as the totem. So suppose if some clan is related to the symbol of tiger, okay, they will respect and they will worship that animal. Okay, they'll respect it. Okay, similarly with the plant also. Take- So the according to Durkheim, idea of religion originates and perpetuates in and through collective representation of belief, idea, value, religious thoughts, and practice through cult rituals by community of believers, also called church in wider sense. Okay, now let us see the sacred and the profane. Yeah, so his concept of religion is based on a systemic view of society. ठीक है, according to Durkheim, society के अंदर दो parts हैं. ठीक है, essence of religion we say this often, that is sacred and profane. Okay, so sacred is which is set apart and forbidden. ठीक है, it is considered holy, venerated or dreaded and avoided. Sacred is usually placed higher in position and it is valued more than profane things. Okay, and its identity and power are protected by the social rules. Okay, profane refers to the mundane or ordinary aspects of day-to-day existence, and they are set apart, because says Durkheim, because they are heterogeneous, they are very different. Okay, they are antagonistic, that is they are in conflict with each other, and they are isolated also, they are separate also. Okay, so according to Durkheim, these are the two basic attitudes. There are two basic attitudes of profane world. Okay, that is world rejection. Okay, that for example, जो profane world में we see this world rejection में we can see widow life in ancient India. Okay, mastery of profane world. For example, ascetic control of body by prayer, diet, ये सब. So इनके बीच में जो अब जो ये सेक्रेड और प्रोफेन है ना, इसके बीच में जो मीडिएशन होता है ना, वो कैसे होता है? थ्रू राइट्स. जो हम ये राइट्स देख रहे थे ना, दीज राइट्स दे मीडिएट बिटवीन दीज टू वर्ल्ड्स. ओके, सो Rights are the rules of conduct that follow from beliefs, which prescribe how human beings must behave with regard to sacred things. Okay, they bring individuals together, strengthening their social natures. They are mode of expression of collective conscience, which refers to the commonly held values, belief, and idea of community. Okay, then this yeah, this is written here. Okay, so Durkheim also talked about this. He said there is a difference between the magic and religion. Okay, so no, he said that they both are very different things. Okay, he said magic is private, selfish practice performed at the individual level. For example, if one wants to do better than one's neighbor, okay, so one goes to the uh, magician, and by paying his or her fee, one asks him to cast a spell or perform a jadoo tona na, to kill your neighbor's cows or spoil the crops, ऐसा कुछ. So magic involves a bond only between magician and his clients based on the selfish motives in order to manipulate nature to suit individual purposes. पर जो religion है, it is public and social. ठीक है. These are social bonds which between followers, right, which unite them into a group, leading them to a common life. Okay, so this is the difference between the magic and religion as per Durkheim. Now come to his study of totemism. Okay, according to him, it is the simplest form of religion. Okay, and he chose to study totemism as practiced by the Aborigines of Central Australia, Arunta tribe. Okay, and because why he chose this Arunta tribe, because ethnographic information on these groups were available in plenty. Their social organization was the simplest known to sociologists and anthropologists also. So the clan members may not be related by blood, but they have common name, common emblem. Okay, Durkheim maintained that it is not actually the animal or plant that is worshipped or held sacred, but a nameless, impersonal force which exists throughout the world and is diffused amongst all the material objects of the world. Okay, this force is described by the various names. ठीक है, uh, like जैसे Wakan in Melanesia or Anda in some North American tribes. Okay, totemic object is merely a symbol of totemic principle, which is nothing but clan itself. Okay, in Durkheim's view, this is a very important line that God is nothing, God is nothing but society apotheized or glorified and given a different shape and form. Okay, so then after this, uh, what are the functions of Durkheim? It injects divine sensation in collective minds, bridge gap between the ideal world and actual world through rituals. Okay, so hmm, functions of religion. Okay, okay. So let's see this. So according to Durkheim, that primitive man they were wanderers. Occasionally, they came together. They interact with each other, and this feeling disappeared when when they are separated. Okay, so individuals who fear experience heightened energy of social force in gathering of clan. So they said that in this gathering there is some supernatural force, presence of some supernatural force. This is the primitive logic. So according to Durkheim, gathering itself is the real cause, and it was a showcase of social forces, state of exaltation or collective effervescence. So primitive people create totem to represent and regain the feeling of collectivity. So totem is a symbol of collectivity, symbol of society itself, as it represents those forces which are felt by individual at social gatherings. So he ultimately he suggests that we worship society. Okay, so that's why it is often said society is sui generis. Okay, now after this we will see this functions of religion. What are the cognitive functions? It gives us knowledge. Okay, knowledge giving experience informs about time, space, well-being. Okay, its social function, collective representation as a result of an immense cooperation. Okay, now we will see the critique. Okay, so first is okay. Let us see this one is only. It is in brief. So Edward Stanner, he said the dichotomy of profane and sacred is not absolute. There can be things which are mundane. He said profane is according to Durkheim, profane and sacred, these are totally different. But Stannard said no, there are mundane things which exist in between them. Okay. He did not explain why totem is chosen. Even a tribe may have more than one totem. Redcliffe Brown, he is an anthropologist. In his study of New South Wales, he discovered there can be multiple totems within a tribe as well. Okay. Uh, Termed as armchair theory by Malinowski, as he didn't visit Arunta tribe once. Okay. Empirical base of his theory is very narrow. Generalization of primitive religion to modern sophisticated religion is a bit far-fetched. Edmund Leach, profanity and sacred are two extremes. All social actions fall in between, just like Edward Stanner. He has also the almost similar stand. We won't say similar. He Scholars argue that it is not religion but secularism which is binding the society together in modern industrialized society, and his ideas are applicable only to simple societies. Okay, and he failed to explain the cause of solidarity in multicultural polytheistic societies. Okay, so here we complete this Durkheim. Okay, and we are done with Durkheim, and next we will be covering either Karl Marx or Weber. So hopefully tomorrow the lecture of Karl Marx or Weber is coming. So stay tuned, and one more information related to the blog. Okay. So before ending this lecture, let me tell you about our blog. That is the Brainstorming Sociology. You'll on WordPress. Okay. You'll get so many sociological analysis. Okay. Let me go through it. Yes. You will get social analysis of various topics like formal and informal work, crisis of development, poverty, uniform civil code, reproductive health of women, even the current scenarios, Barbie through sociological lens, village studies, in-depth analysis, Manipur ethnic conflict. We know how much important it is right now. Okay, so stay tuned. Uh, and we will be back with more lectures soon. So thank you so much.